Hey guys, how are you all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin evening wrap up. It's going to be a quick one today because there isn't a lot really to go over. As you can see, we're still pretty much in the same zone. We had a bit of a wick action, a bit of our daily scam wick action that we seem to get. We seem to get one big Darth Maul candle every day. So the one here, here, and then obviously this monster one. But yeah, then other than that, then we just do nothing in between, hugging this resistance line. So obviously whilst we're sat at resistance, the longer we stay there, the more likely it is we are going to break above it. We have tested down a few times, but we're still finding ourselves in this zone. So yeah, I mean, it pretty much looks like we've got to make a move soon, and I would guess, just based on where we are, literally it's as simple as where our support and resistance zones are and where we are finding ourselves. So we're finding ourselves held against the resistance, so it's the same as if we're held against the support. Eventually you'd expect that support to give way. So yeah, that is about it really. Not too much else I can say. Other than obviously we've got clear levels to the lower side now anyway. Clear levels, just look how obviously clear this support level is. If this support level gives way, I imagine we'll have a pretty swift move down to basically the bottom of this trend line, and then it'll be a case of, are we held or do we come down to 8,600, which we already have done on a week basis on BitMEX at least anyway, not on all exchanges. But yeah, so that'd be interesting what happens. Obviously to the upside, I mean, we've clearly got this 10,000 zone is pretty important, and then I mean the equivalent to our 8,600 zone, which is down here, is obviously this 10,600 zone. But you can obviously see the 10,600, well, 10,500, 600 zone is obviously a lot closer to price action than the 8,600, which again just puts the probability slightly in the bull side. So yeah, it will be interesting to see when this breaks out.
Connection reestablished.
Yeah, we are expecting a breakout in volatility at some point. Not necessarily maybe tonight, it may be tomorrow, but at some point we're going to have to get an expansion in volatility, and we'll have to see what direction that goes in. 12-hour Stokes looking good, curling back up again, so that's definitely a bullish factor. Daily Stokes there or thereabouts. Not doing too much on the daily Stokes, but obviously they're up here in the bullish area, so that is pretty good. And then weekly Stokes, so obviously we know we're doing really well. So yeah, just it's not really that much of a useful video for you guys today, because I mean, if you've been trading or watching the market, you'll pretty much know not a lot has happened. Literally not a lot of price action to look at. So I mean, if you zoom out, we can kind of see that it is potentially looking like a sort of a bullish flag formation. We've obviously got these highs to contend with. Take out those highs. This is obviously why we're having the problem whilst we're up here. Because if we take out these highs, I mean, we're Bitcoin, the traders, the buyers, the whales that are going to have to buy to decide they want to take us above here are obviously committing themselves to a bull run, and they're going out on a limb a bit, and they don't want to get sold into by other whales that are going to dump their bags on them. They do want a legitimate bull run if we are gonna make a move up. So that is all we have really, to be honest. Like I said, it was going to be a quick video. We're going to have a look at even the range and stop. If this loads up, I mean, you can see the range and stop. Normally we'll sort of have these movements within the wider bands, but as you can see, the price action is being held almost exclusively between the smaller range. We obviously had one little foray to the top and then basically down to the bottom and through the bottom. But yeah, I mean, even then we're just still held between the range, so at least range and stop is showing its efficacy. it's pretty much maintaining price action within it, and then especially within it, within the middle range, obviously between the one period of volatility that we get per day. I mean, obviously you can see price action normally acts differently. I mean, we get moves from the bottom to near the top to near the bottom again, through the bottom and then back up again. I mean, you can see this price action is just absolute flatlining, and then we get an explosion of volatility, and then we flatline again. It is a bit ridiculous, really. You can see our Dominator flip-flopping around, just being pretty useless. Even the larger time frame is going from look, sell to buy to sell to buy, all whilst the market is not doing anything. So yeah, I'm going to do an update on the bots, which are clearly not having a good time with this this nothing burger of a price action. So yeah, we were just waiting for a breakout, in all fairness. DMT and Dominator also, sorry, the Dominator on here as well, and DMT just literally nothing going on here, getting wicked in and out. I guess if you set your profits to 1.5% take profit, you got to sell profit, buy profit, sell profit, buy, and then I mean, you would have got wicked out on any reasonable level of stop if you were buying at 9,800 and we went down to sub 9,500. But yeah, this is the sort of thing we need. Look, these are the sorts of movements that we need, like this up move, the down move, the up move, the down move, the up move again. That's what we kind of need for the bots to do well, for the indicators to do well, and for just all traders in general, really. No one's really making money in this range. You don't just want to be fading these ranges with any size that is going to make a difference to yourself profits wise, knowing that at any point when you get to one of these extremes we could literally burst out. Yeah, I mean, even down to like this level or up to this level. So it's a dangerous market at the moment, even though it doesn't see it. So there's going to be some interesting trades coming in at some point once we break out this sort of tight trading zone we're in. But yeah, that's it really, guys. Not much else to say. Got the bot video coming after here. And yeah, and I will remind you that this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You should always do your own research. And yeah, and I will speak to you guys in the morning.